And here we go. Citizen Strife here. That time of the month yet again for Bokksu, or Bokksu, however you want to pronounce it. I'm going to say Bokksu. I always keep fucking that up. But if you're not aware of these videos, every month I get a Bokksu box from Bokksu. Same idea with Tokyo Treat or Sakura, those boxes that come in with Japanese candies, treats, snacks, and tea. And these have been, for the past year, the biggest thing on my channel by far. If you need any convincing, the last one I did, without advertising, I post them on my main gameplay channel and my podcasting channel. I've got about 100 subscribers on my main channel and about 15 or so on my podcasting channel. Most of my podcasting views get like 10, 20, give or take. Last month's box on my other channel, like I said, limited subscriber base, limited viewership, 140, 150 viewers. Now, again, that doesn't seem like a lot, but you have to consider that is about 20 to 25% of the views for something like this for my entire channel. That's been around for about a year or 2 years now. That's pretty insane. So for anyone who's been watching, for even just clicking it one time, watching every single one, watching every single view, every single video, what have you, if you were interested in this at all, it is a big thank you from me, because it is something that I really aspire to do, and it's something that I enjoy quite a bit. So all I will say is this is an investment that I make each month, and it is paying off because people are interested in this and have shown very good thoughts and very good comments and very positive comments, especially for me. And that's something that I really am grateful for. As you can see, this is the Cherry Blossom box. I believe it's the Kyoto Blossom this year. And this was the box that I got the first time. And you'll note that this is a box from next month. They do a box the month before. I reference them as the month that they get released, so if you're confused, like last month was the On My Valentine one, same idea. They put out boxes a month in advance, but I'm going to post these under the months that they get released. So if that is confusing, that's that situation. So let's get this open and see. And my camera is a little... My Brio is a little off center, but once I put the thing in there, it won't really matter a whole bunch. So we've got Sakura in Kyoto. Because, yeah, eventually, like, all I have to do is put the box a little sideways. And as is usual, I have some... I have a spot for dropping any garbage. This box eventually will wear down, so I'm going to have to take the garbage away, and I'll move the camera in a more upright position when that happens so it doesn't look disorienting. But as usual, we start with some stuff to talk about. So I usually talk through these boxes as well. Sakura in Kyoto, our favorite pink flower, has begun to dot Japan's landscapes. That's right, Sakura, or cherry blossom season, has begun. Note, next month. Sakura is only in full bloom for a week when the blossoms come out, and so the people in Japan, as customary, view the blossoms in an event known as Hanami. One of the best places for Hanami is Kyoto, Japan, the former capital. You can take in Kyoto's historical beauty by viewing cherry blossoms in parks, castles, temples, and shrines. Our snack box this month shows off many of Kyoto's finest culinary exports like uji matcha cookies, plus some favorite Sakura snacks. So every box is themed, but they usually come in a orange box. This one is in a nice little pink flavored or pink colored box, and all the color scheme of my channel is all the pink stuff as well because of that. So let's learn Japanese. So they usually have a couple phrases: Sakura, cherry blossom; Hanami, flower viewing; Mankai, Mankai, flowers in full bloom, and Kouen, Ko, so Kouen is park. And then there will be about 15 different items in here. This will take about 30 minutes to 45 minutes, give or take. And biggest thing is trying to find the tea. But we also have this handy dandy card. Thank you for being an excellent Bokksu member. Kyoto is always one of my favorite prefectures to visit, and it's even more magical when Sakura begin to bloom. I love taking a hot cup of green tea and looking at the cherry blossom trees in Maruyama Koen Park. Sakura season is such a wonderful time in Japan, and we've decided to feature it in this month's box and next month. Whether it's your first Bokksu snack box or you've been a loyal member for years, 1 year for me, we welcome celebration of the beautiful Sakura flower. And then a little PS to say, hey, we've got stuff you can buy a la carte at our boutique. There we go. As is standard, I'm going to look for the tea first. And then that will be my drink through. Alright, so we've got the organic Gen Matcha tea. Okay, so straightforward. They're not screwing around this month. It's Gen Matcha tea. And let's see if I can get a picture. Yeah, it's trying. I was trying. Okay, combination of sencha leaves and roasted brown rice. This tea is filling and just a little bit different from most teas. Let its herbaceous and nutty aroma waft over you as the hot tea keeps you warm on colder nights. So, they usually come in with a Gen Matcha or sencha tea. And let me make sure we got that somewhere. There we go. So, as usual, the box will stay afloat for a little while. Once we start opening things, it'll be a little bit. So I'll put this in there. Green tea usually roasts about 2 to 3 minutes for its best. So we'll try to get through thing first. Aha! It's on the other channel. It's right on the other side. And speaking of the Uji Matcha cookies, we have Uji Matcha chocolate cookie. This cookie is packed with sweet chocolate chips and an earthy Uji Matcha from Gion Sujiri, a tea house that has been crafting tea in Kyoto for 800 years. Perfect companion for any cup of tea. Normally they go with financiers, but they got this nice little crumbly cake cookie, it looks like. So, yeah. Looks like a crumbly cake cookie. Matcha cookie. Let's see. Well, there's that earthy matcha already. A little bit of sugar to balance it out so it's not completely bitter, because tea can be a little bit. But we went through that one super fast, so let's see if we can get another one before I have to get my tea out. Okay. And Morokoshi cookie, Sakura Horo Horo. Have you ever had a polverone or polverona? They're a Spanish biscuit made with roasted almond flour. Okay. Cookie is inspired by a polverone and uses roasted wheat and azuki bean with an added Sakura scent. All right, and again, we got that one. Yeah, I want to get to this before the tea starts brimming too much. Almond-shaped biscuit. All right. Oh, it's not so much almondy. It's like almost a cinnamony. It's like a cinnamon sugar biscuit kind of thing, but it's nice and soft. Mm. Always looking nice. Nice and earthy. Here we go. Had to make sure I didn't hit my plug by mistake. But here's one of those. Okay, so the cool thing about this month is they have everything color coded in green or pink. So this is Kyoto Sable, an ume. Popular souvenir in Kyoto is sablé, a crispy French butter cookie shaped like an ume plum blossom. Light taste of plum and sweet sugar. There, got it at the edge. So, little crumbly there. It's like a sugar cookie. All right, very, very much sugar. Sugar, sugar everywhere. Let's go. Very pleasant, easy to eat. So very crumbly, not very thick. So if the other cookie was a thicker cookie, this was a nice crumbly one. Nice and easy one to have. Oh, this one's kind of big. I think I've had these egg-shaped ones for a while. I remember last month I had an egg-shaped one. I don't know. I forgot what they were called. But Sakura cake. Or is it the Sakura souffle? Sure. Okay. It's the Sakura cake. Okay, because there's a Sakura souffle and a Sakura cake. Our exclusive cake is certainly pretty and pink. It's flavored with bits of real Sakura blossoms, which are pickled to preserve their fragrant flavors. See if you can find a full flower in your soft cake. They had Sakura bits in a Jello last year. I was, I guess, put off, so to speak. But maybe in a cake it'll taste better. So, but yeah, get rid of that silica gel. And think of an egg-shaped Twinkie, give or take. Nice little zoom in there. Yeah. Wow. It's almost salty. I think that's what they were meaning by that. It's very salty. Think of like sugary sweet, but there's a bit of salt. I don't know if that's what it is. That's an interesting, very interesting. So yeah, Think of a Twinkie if you didn't have cream. Keep on keeping on. So we got another one of these. So a little orange guy there. Biggest thing is, where do I find you? Where do I find you? So I haven't had something that's completely bowled me over yet, but this has been a solid month so far. Some months have something great, something not so much. Vegetable arare, so rice cracker, tomato flavor. Rice cracker that perfectly encapsulates a tomato's unique combination of sweet, savory, and slightly sour. So this is gonna be a test. I'm not a big fan of tomatoes. I don't mind tomato paste, and I could drink, V8 just fine. It really just depends on the consistency. So this guy kind of cut in half. It's tough to get a visual on. It's really small. That wasn't so bad. Big aftertaste of tomato, but imagine like a tomato powder. So like instead of a Cheeto with cheese, you have a tomato-ish powder. It's not bad. Reminds me of those what do they call them? Veggie straws, veggie chips, things like that, where they put the veggie powder in it. Kind of that vibe. All right. We've got neat looking kid there, and we got another one of those. So, as I said, at some point the bag is going to get a bit too small. I'm gonna have to move it and then change the camera. But aha, what's this? Let's see. This is a name. Kororan Momotaro Sakura Puff. Sakura Puff chocolate peach. Puffed biscuit is extremely airy and crisp with almost a savory flavor. On top of a sweet swirl of peach-infused white chocolate. For delicate fruity flavor, its packaging includes Momotaro, Peach Boy, and his friends. Alright. So, okay. We've had yuzu peaches before. I'm not sure if I've had them in a, what do they call this? Airy biscuit? I can see what they mean. This is kind of gonna, this reminds me of one of those cream wafer things. Or think of a, actually now that I think of it, I'm thinking about Kit Kat that only got half of the side. Yeah. Very interesting. White chocolate. Airy on one side. So think of a Kit Kat if it was half, if they only put cream on the bottom. That's really good. There's that souffle. So. Oh. Let's keep on going. Good. Microphone's still working. So. Yeah. Well, this is that souffle. So that's the one we found on the other page there. The Sakura Souffle. Souffle is exclusively sold in spring, so it's a popular seasonal gift for Japanese school graduations in March. It's carefully baked to be moist and fluffy while encapsulating beautiful cherry blossoms with a gentle scent. There we go. A little bit better. The light was starting to mess with it a little. So yeah, it's uneven and it is starting to get less weighed down, and it's gonna fall at some point. So I have to be careful. Maybe I'll move everything once my tea is done. So it's got some wrapping paper on it. I'm not even sure what I'm smelling here. Oh, crumbled a little bit. It's like a thick butter. So this is the main piece. It's a very, very airy cupcake. Almost like shortcake or shortbread. So not even like a muffin or a cupcake. This is very thin. But enough hints of... I've got hints of butter or some other kind of oil-based thing. And a nice, pleasant flavor to it. Black sesame sundae. Okay. So we're getting back into the savory. Black sesame senbei. The Yatsuhashi senbei. Black sesame. Yatsuhashi is a Japanese confection typically made of rice flour, sugar, and so... Okay, this could be good. This senbei rice cracker is a take on a traditional crunchy Yatsuhashi, shaped in like an instrument called a koto, flavored with black nut sesame. So it's got sugar and cinnamon in it, though the sesame is going to round it out, probably. So instead of savory, I'm going to expect a little hint of both, and it's... is this crumbly, or is there two of them? It's very delicate. I don't want to break it. Yeah, there was a bit that fell out already. So I'm guessing it was meant to be all together, but as you can see, it kind of turned into two. So it's almost like seaweed, but it's supposedly a senbei. So oh, I was right. It was very earthy, but it's chased by some of the sugar and cinnamon. I can definitely taste the cinnamon in here. This is unique. It's very, very crunchy. You can probably hear it. Yeah. Yeah. Oof. Yeah, I can definitely hear it as I'm crunching. Oh. But yes, chased a lot, so everything kind of worked together. It's not completely sweet, it's not completely stiff and bitter. It's very earthy still. And I got a mochi now. Not a... I was right. Sakura mochi. This was the first mochi we ever introduced in 2019, and our members loved it so much we've tried to curate as much mochi into these rice cakes as possible. Sakura mochi is a classic hanami flour viewing snack, and this one is covered in rice flour to cut down the stickiness. All right, so there we go. And they sell mochi at my Whole Foods down the street. So I'm a bit familiar with it, but these boxes certainly give a different take on it. It's very, very, very squishy. Nice. A lot more sugar in this one. It's kind of marshmallowy. All right, so this one is down. Oh. Let's see if I can. No, there's still a few things. This is a very crumbly looking thing. So, still a few things before I have to get rid of the box itself. But yeah, now it's gonna start to lose its footing, so I have to be careful of it, make sure it doesn't fall. And right, this one is Shiki Ori Ori Haru. These arare are made for a special drawing process, producing soft and fluffy rice crackers. The flavors are a mix of Shizuoka Sakura, Chidori, shredded seaweed and soy sauce, Nishiki, soy sauce, and Wakayama Ume Daiori, made with sweet Nanko plums. So, let's see what we got with this. Yeah, did anything? I mean, let's see, one of them fell in. We've got the silica gel in there as well. So I gotta dig this guy out. So they're different shapes. There's a sweet one. This one is yep. That was very salty. I'm guessing sugar. I hate when I do that. One of them fell. Oh no. But yes, an intriguing mix of salt and sugar. Where's mochi? There's a sugar cookie again. I hit my nose. I usually want to save the mochi for the. Ooh, this could be a good one. Because I saw this in the box, and I'm wondering if this is the one that I was looking for. Because nothing so far has been that amazing killer app thing that I'm looking for, so to speak. Yeah, I haven't had a complete runaway favorite in this. All right, this is unique. Strawberry cake gummy. These petite gummies are shaped like strawberry shortcake slices. Each piece masterfully combines tart, sweet, and creamy flavors in one adorable bite. Line up 8 slices in a circle, and you've got your own gummy cake. All right. Well, there you go. This thing certainly got its own image down. It's probably the most unique thing, other than the Kyoto senbei I had. But yeah, sometimes there's like a runaway winner in these months. Sometimes it's all good. Sometimes it's kind of iffy. So, yeah, these, it's tough to get a gauge on here. Oh. that one is definitely strawberry. It definitely got some uniqueness to it. And all right, we're running. I think we're running down on things here, so I'm going to mochi there. Then save the box for another. Not perfect, but yeah, there we go. Now at least it's somewhat centered. It's not great, but should do for the rest of it. All right. Yeah, should do for the rest. And then we have stuff for the rest of the thing. All right, so this one is pure potato, butter no miwaku, and rock salt. These limited edition thick-cut potato chips are an umami sensation. Koikea combines milky cultured butter from Furano City, Hokkaido, prefecture known for its dairy, which we've had. That was the best month. Hokkaido Wonderland. And French Lorraine, rock salt for a luxurious chip. Well, they're making a big stink about these potato chips. They better be the best thing I've had. Well, I've had buttered chips in these boxes before, and they were pretty good. And yeah, they're no joke. They're thick, all right. You can tell right there. Yep. Yeah. Well, there's your butter, all right. Let's get a big old chunk there. Mm-hmm. Not so crunchy, but it's overpowering, probably due to the butter. I forget if I had these in a box already. Doesn't look like it. I wonder. So make sure. No, it's different. It looks like it's a different box. It is. Okay, it is different. Hana Iro Hatsune Okaki. Okaki are made with mochi gome glutinous rice, giving the snack a sturdier texture than other rice crackers, flavored with soy sauce and large granules of sugar for a lovely sweet treat. That soy sauce is gonna bug me, but maybe they have enough. Maybe it's got enough sugar in it to balance it out. Because I'm gonna need to balance out those potatoes. Look at thick. Now it's more of these guys. Saw them in that little pack there a little earlier. Okay. Much more sugar. Barely even noticed the soy sauce. So I was worried for nothing. I got it a little bit if you dump them, but not too much. All right. So that one was pretty good. All right. Handmade matcha choco arare. This is our first partnership with Kyoto's Watanabe Seika, who has been producing rice crackers for over 70 years. And these Bokksu exclusive arare, creamy chocolate and bitter matcha for an endlessly interesting snack. Comes in a plate again. Get that out of the way. So, like they have hard candies in them as well. One of them fell out. Oh well. So, mixing all that stuff in, it looks like. Oh. All right, these are the best ones. Matcha chocolate. If you mix them both, you'll get a little sensation of the salt, but the sugar and the matcha really. Mm. Mm-hmm. Mm. That might be the winner. The chocolate is so sweet, and the matcha gives it a nice sourness or bitterness, but not enough that you wouldn't catch the sugar in the chocolate. That's really good. And this last one is more mochi. So sometimes I have to mix things at the end. So I always try to prep with a bowl, and then I try to have the tea, like the water made already, and so I don't have this problem of taking extra time trying to make something. Let's see. So our Bokksu exclusive Dango Mochi is flavored with matcha from Uji City. Uji is one of the top matcha producers, and Hata Seika has kneaded the verdant powder into the mochi dough with its white bean paste filling. Okay, so the chocolate arare was the winner, but let's see how we end on with this mochi. And the benefit is this is already pre-made, so I don't have to like go to a bowl and mix it in. Sometimes you get these like flakes on top of a chocolate mochi, and then you have to make it at the end. It's gonna take an extra minute or two to do. So many little things here, but this is nice, fluffy, very fluffy thing to end on. Just like the Sakura mochi, not as flavorful though, because of the bitterness of the matcha, but still a pretty solid entry. Now let me see. Overall, this was a month with nothing super fantastic, but always good around the board. So that's good. I would say if you wanted to dig into something as a treat, you go for the handmade matcha arare. Specifically the see if I can point. There we go. Point to those. Yeah, those green chocolates. Those were, I'd say, my favorite. But again, I think this was a solid month with across the boards. If I had to put a number, like a 3, 4, nothing that really just didn't sit well with me. So I was impressed with this month. It's not going to beat Hokkaido Wonderland. That one was really freaking good. But this one was another good one. So to wrap up, if you're curious about this is Bokksu. $40 a month if you do a full membership for every year. I think it goes up to $50 if you do monthly like I do, so I'm able to cover it without like the huge cost. But they also sell items a la carte and something known as a Bokksu boutique. So if you're interested in that stuff, go to those sites. Like I said, these have been awesome videos to make every single month, and I'm glad that you guys have stuck around for these and watched them. And I'll see you guys next time. Citizen Strife signing off.